to know or ask. They simply assume they can only buy from us that which they have bought for years, and we assume that that is all they need. They niche us, and we niche them. They would buy if we would ask, but we do not, so they do not. In this book, in Chapter 27, I will teach you exactly how to ask your customers to buy your bottles of water. The Insulation Contractor. Several years ago, my family moved into a new home. We had a room over the garage, and it was colder than the rest of the house. So I called 3 insulation companies. I'd never bought insulation services before. They all came out, did some testing, and sent me their quotes. I received quotes from all 3 of them. But only one of the guys followed up with me after he sent the quote. Guess who got the business? That's right, the guy who followed up. Guess who was the most expensive? Right again, the guy who followed up. So why did he get the business? By following up with me, was he bothering me? Was he annoying me? Was he taking up my time when he called? No, none of those things. When he followed up, he was showing me he cared. The other guys did the opposite. When they did not follow up, they were showing me they did not care. But their expensive competitor called me and emailed me. He even said to me, "Why don't you send me the other 2 quotes and I'll see if I missed anything?" I know this wasn't really fair to the other guys, but they weren't talking to me. In fact, they were nowhere to be found. I teach my clients a 3-step follow-up process that closes 20% of all outstanding quotes and proposals. Each follow-up is a 1-line email that takes about 5 seconds to copy and paste. If you replace one of the emails with a phone call, we find that a whopping 30% of all outstanding proposals and quotes close. Can you imagine? The customer asked you for a quote or proposal, and you sent it. You've done the work. But when the customer doesn't reply with a quick yes, we rarely follow up. By the way, customers will rarely call to say no. They are not accepting your quote. They feel badly about saying no, and nobody really enjoys rejecting an offer. When my clients follow up on quotes and proposals, they find that customers love it. They appreciate it. And best of all, as I experienced with the contractors, the competition isn't doing it. Customers value our follow-up, but we do not do it. Much more on following up on quotes and proposals in Chapter 29. Asking for a referral. Have you ever stood with a group of people in a social setting, perhaps with a drink in your hand, where somebody asks for a recommendation for a service provider? Perhaps they ask for a chiropractor who can help their ailing back, without making them sign up for a multi-week plan that forces them to visit 3 times a week. Or maybe they ask for a dentist who can clean their teeth without poking them and causing pain. Or, possibly, they request a lawn service that knows not to cut the grass when it's raining. What do other people in the group do when such a request is made? How do they react? They almost trip over each other in their haste to recommend their person. No, you need to use my chiropractor. He's fabulous. No, listen, my chiropractor is different from everybody else. He needs only 1 visit to fix you up. Wait, let me tell you about my guy. He's fabulous. Right? People are literally arguing with one another, making the case for their provider. They want you to use their person. People love giving referrals, but we do not ask for them. Your customers are very happy with your work. Again, I know this because they've been with you for years, and they keep coming back. Of course, they'd like to connect their friends and colleagues with a trusted, excellent provider of a product or service. There are many reasons why people love giving referrals, which we will explore later in this book. But the big picture is that your happy customers would be more than pleased to offer you to people they know, if only you asked. But you rarely do, and in turn, they rarely do. Much more on referrals in Chapter 32. Why don't we ask? So, if we know our customers would like to buy more from us,